Hey everyone, it's me, Stephanie Ann, and today is just a talking video to answer some questions that I received, and I also want to explain why I've been very distant on this channel and what I really want to do. First thing is I had someone ask me how I edit my portraits and color correcting and kind of how I go about that, so that's a video idea that I could do, maybe a Photoshop tutorial type of thing. Second question that I had repeated is how do I pose people and how do I go about shoots such as engagement shoots or family portraits or couples or whatever it is with people. First things first is I do edit my photos on Photoshop, and when I do that I usually work with curves, sometimes levels, very rarely. I do some unsharpening masks, and I also use color correction. So when I color correct, or color balance as you could call it, usually take out the reds. I add a little bit more warmth when it's a more wholesome, warm family feel to it, or I add cool tones if I purposely want cool tones for the photo, depending on what happened. Usually when you're shooting, this is just a random tip of the day. Try to get the picture to look as close to right, I guess you could say, as close to the correct color balance from the camera and how it captures it and the lighting and the shutter and all that stuff. That way you're not so dependent on Photoshop. The only reason I'm ever dependent on Photoshop is when I know it's impossible to get the lighting that I need because I don't own the lights that I would have used to light up the scene. But if you're going to work with clients, you probably don't want to do that because you want to give them the best quality possible, because clients can be very picky, very precise on what they want. Some don't care. The point is, you want to make sure you give the best product possible. I don't have any other questions on hand that I can think of. I didn't require or ask for questions, so if you would like me to do some questions on my photography and I can do a Q&A video based on those questions, feel free to write them down below. I don't have content at the moment. The third thing I wanted to cover is I have been in school. I have not been able to dedicate time to this channel, nor a lot of other things I've been doing, and I kind of reached a low point a lot here at school, and it's been quite a journey for me. Very difficult. I just started to feel like I wasn't recognized anymore, I wasn't noticed, I wasn't anything special, and I went through a fear of rejection really hardcore for my first and second year here. I lost my dad about 2.5 weeks after school started, which happened 3 years ago, and I missed school because of anxiety, and I've never had anxiety that caused me to feel physically just horrible and afraid, and so I missed 3 weeks of school for that. A lot of other things, but then I hit senior year and it's my last year. I just turned 26, and I've got to this point where it is pretty much amazing how I got to this point, because I feel like I know exactly what I want to do after I graduate, and it has almost nothing to do with what I came to school for. I'm gonna finish because I don't like to quit, but it is really hard for me because I already want to do what I want to do. I'm starting a business which is going to incorporate my photography plus writing plus people and storytelling and fashion and everything to tell a story properly. I'm going to be doing that for other people. I have a team already, but I'm also still looking for more people, and I'm really excited to start listening to stories and telling stories. That is another topic for another video if anyone's interested, because it will be bringing my style into my business. I will have a video on that eventually, and I'll probably share it here. Besides that, I did receive a message from someone. It really sparked something in me. It made me feel really good because they said they looked forward to my videos, they watched my videos, and they sent me this super sweet message. I feel like I didn't expect that I'm not good enough, or that I'm not at a right place in my photography, that I just can't master that skill because I want to do too many things, because I'm practicing making songs over here and producing, or I'm making a film for class, or I'm deciding I want to write a book, which is also another thing, or I have the business going and I started making floral crowns, and I just keep doing so many different things. And I just wanted to say I'm super thankful for the people who have watched my videos, as if they enjoy my photography, they really want to know what's going on, how I get what I get, and I really wanted to do more behind the scenes for photo shoots, but that's a little hard when I'm the one photographing because I can't record and photograph a lot, so I did it only once with Heather, and I really just wanted to update everyone who does come to this channel and let you know this is who I am, this is what I go through. I feel like I'm nobody half the time. I want to be famous. There are times where I want to just be known, basically. I quoted famous because I don't really mean it in the way it sounds. I just gone through this, I guess, midlife crisis. I don't know what you would call it. Feeling like no one knows me anymore, or wants to follow me, or wants to, I guess, talk to me and hear me and do things and fun things. And I shouldn't dwell on it, so I try really hard not to, but it helped stir something in me that made me realize there's probably a lot of other people out there that feel this way, and what can I do to solve that problem? So my business idea is definitely something to solve that problem. Really excited to tell other people's stories. I've never tried it. I've only gotten together for photo shoots, and I've worked with models before, and I feel like it's not motivated, and I always felt like something was missing, and all I was doing was making pretty pictures with no story. And whenever I posted them, I always thought, this needs a title. What do I see in this picture? And I couldn't help it because every photo to me was something to tell. And when you can't tell a story and it's just a family or a portrait of a couple going, geez, and they're just posing and stuff, I can make it look pretty, I can take the picture, I can give it to you and go send it off, but do I really know them? And this isn't my style. And so now I want to bring my style, and that the purpose of taking a picture of someone is because I previously got to know them, and then we not only clothe them for our fashion to fit their story, to fit who they are, to fit something that is them, or you make it them, I don't know. That will complete the story, and that's why we also will have a clothing line. And until we get the clothing line, we have t-shirts to represent the You Matter message. That is the message, basically, is you matter in this world. That's why I want to listen to your story. I feel like there's going to be loads of people that I'm going to contact and just want to hear their story and go out and meet them. I am definitely interested in traveling to meet people and telling stories all over the world, and it's just going to be like journalism mixed with creativity, mixed with fashion, all for one reason: is what is your story? Not tell it for you, but I should say I want to share you with the world. So you tell me your story and I share it. So I want to be able to highlight people for who they are, you know, not just, oh, because you have all these things going on in your life, I want to know your story, but also the people who have or feel like they have nothing going on and feel like a nobody, and I just want to go and sit down and say, hey, who are you? I want to know who you are. Maybe in those moments there will be people that needed someone to listen, to kind of help them understand what they're here for and what they could be doing and where their talents are. And I feel like that's who I've always been as a kid and as a teenager, and I've been told that, you know, I was always that person who just had a lot of insight and things to say and things to help people out, and I've always loved encouraging people. And so I feel like everything's really coming together, and that God is just helping me understand who I am, why I'm here, what I could be doing with my talents. And for a while I just thought I like too many things, I have no idea where to focus. I went to school thinking, I'll focus on this is what I love. And then halfway through, I'm like, I'm not sure about this. And now 4 fifths along the way, and I have 1 semester left of school after this, and I'm thinking, this is what I'll do. And even if it took that long, it's fine, because whatever I did in my life, the choices I made brought me to this point. And I can't wait for the people I'm going to meet along the way and the things I'm going to do. And when I finally get to focus on the business, which includes all the things I love to do, I'll be able to finally write a book, because I have the perfect idea and I know this is gonna be my book, and I'm so excited. That being said, I'm so thankful, as I said earlier, for the ones who've watched my videos. I'm sorry that this is a boring talking video and not something creative. I don't have time for that. I hardly even have time for this. This is actually my second recording. I was supposed to do homework today, and what did I do? I cleaned around the apartment, and it's almost 10 o'clock. There's a lot going on. There's exciting things to come, and I really am excited to share them. And my photography is going to just continue its creative route, and I'm really excited to finally move from client work to non-client work. Well, I guess you could call them. They're not going to be clients. I'm calling the people that we interview and the stories that we're going to tell. I want to call these people my advocates, and so they will be advocates, and we will have advocate files on them. The reason why I chose advocate will be explained in the video about You Matter stories. With that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. And I'd love to hear from you. I love messages. I very rarely receive them. I received maybe 1 in the past month from someone. If you're watching this, I'm just a regular person who wants to talk to people. So message me, let me know how you're doing, let me know what you do, and maybe how I've inspired you, if I have. And if I haven't inspired you, how should I inspire you? I love inspiring. Thank you everyone, and I hope you have a good week. Bye!